What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today it is going to be the start of a new week. It's Monday the 16th of December. We have confirmers to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and current schedule, if there is enough rumours to cover, it'll be every day at 8 AM UK time. And today's question of the day, in this decade, who has been your favourite player to watch? So the first bit of confirmed news today is going to be about James Milner. He was set to become a free agent in the summer because his contract was going to expire at Liverpool, but he's now signed a new deal until 2022. And next up, a story I mentioned a couple weeks ago is a Lavezzi potentially retiring. He's now fully announced the retirement on social media, and he's played for the likes of Napoli, Paris Saint-Germain, and he finished his career in China with Hebei China Fortune. He scored 134 goals and provided 113 assists in 479 matches. Real Betis are hopeful of signing Yannick Carrasco in the January transfer window, and this story comes from El Desmarque. He's already confirmed that he'll be leaving Chinese outfit Dalian Yifang and return to Europe when the market reopens. He was linked to Arsenal during the summer, but nothing went ahead, and even a move to AC Milan wasn't the cards back then. And next up, this next transfer could be confirmed very soon according to Kicker in Germany, and they said Palacios of River Plate will undergo a medical in Buenos Aires next week. That's ahead of a €22 million transfer to Bayer Leverkusen, despite interest from Spain and the MLS. 90 men are reporting that Ante Rebic could cut his season-long loan spell at Milan short and return to Eintracht Frankfurt in January. The forward has contacted his parent club to discuss his situation at the San Siro, where he struggled to establish himself as a regular. Rebic has only started one game in the Serie A for Milan this season. Ernesto Valverde has described Pedro as a historic Barcelona player. That's after the Chelsea winger claimed he'd like to return to the Camp Nou. Pedro told Sir Catalunya this week that he would like to go back to the club where he started, and he won 20 major trophies with them. He's only played 4 times in the Premier League under Frank Lampard so far, and with his contract set to expire, Chelsea, they might allow him to go for a small fee in January. Atletico Madrid are hoping to tempt Marcos Alonso to the Wanda Metropolitano from Chelsea next month, and this story comes from Cope. The La Liga outfit want to bring the Spanish fullback on an initial loan deal with a further option to buy next summer. Apparently Inter Milan are also interested, but Chelsea's asking price is too much as they currently want £25 million. But a transfer that could be happening between Chelsea and Inter is Olivier Giroud. L'Equipe say that he's closing in on a move now to the San Siro, as the striker currently finds himself behind Tammy Abraham and Michy Batshuayi. Inter are thought to be close now to an agreement with the player over personal terms, and Lyon tried to make a late move for him, but his current wage demands are too high for the club. And they even mentioned that Crystal Palace want to sign the Frenchman, but they are the less glamorous option, and a move to Inter Milan looks more likely. And next up, Calcio Mercato are saying Paulo Dybala is discussing a new contract at Juventus. The Argentine was linked to a move elsewhere over the summer, but he's now played his way back into favour and could now agree fresh terms. The Daily Mirror are saying that Arsenal and Manchester United are set to battle it out for Swedish midfielder Dejan Kulusevski. He's 19 years old and currently on loan at Parma from Atalanta, and he's valued at around €50 million. I could be wrong, but I don't believe he's currently on FIFA Ultimate Team right now, so maybe a new addition in the January window or something, but they have got a lot of competition from Inter Milan and Juventus. And next up, Pep Guardiola has dismissed a potential move for Bournemouth defender Nathan Ake, and he's insisted that Manchester City will not be doing any business in the January transfer window. City are really far behind right now in the Premier League title race, and my guess was that they would spend quite a bit of money in the January window and especially improve that defence. But according to Pep, they won't be doing that despite the links to Nathan Ake and Koulibaly, and they'll probably wait until next summer to sort those issues, as well as wait on the return of Laporte. A short one from Tutto Mercato is that Manchester United are considering a move for Napoli's Belgian forward Dries Mertens. He is 32 years old and his contract is expiring at the end of the current campaign, but the fact that he could be available on a cut price deal in January, he might be a good alternative for them to the likes of Kane and HAALAND. Barca are monitoring Thiago's status at Bayern Munich and they could sign the midfielder in the summer. That story is from Mundo Deportivo, but the Camp Nou side do expect Bayern to ask for too much money for him and it could rule them out of the race for his signature. Gazzetta dello Sport say that Mario Mandzukic will leave Juventus this January and make a move to Qatar. He was massively linked to a move to Manchester United, but apparently their interest was completely dropped, and before that was linked to a move to Qatar anyway. CSL side Dalian Yifang are the latest club to have joined the race and they're ready to make him a very lucrative offer, but apparently Al Rayyan, Al Gharafi and Al Dahail are the three clubs mainly interested in the Croatian striker. PSG could swap midfielder Leandro Paredes for Juventus' Emre Can in January, according to Tuttosport. Paredes has been a flop since arriving in France a year ago from Zenit St. Petersburg, while Can feels that he was kept in Turin under false pretenses this season. And for Emre Can, it's a pretty similar situation to Mario Mandzukic in regards to he wasn't included in the Champions League squad. And Mario Mandzukic I don't think has appeared whatsoever this season. Emre Can has at least appeared a little bit. And it might not be a bad situation to go ahead with that swap deal because if both players are currently unhappy and PSG were interested in Emre Can anyway, if Juve do want to bring Leandro Paredes in, who was very successful before in the Serie A with Roma, again, might not be a bad move. An interesting story from El Desmarque is that N'Golo Kante wants to leave the West London club. He will ignore the wishes of a France teammate Ousmane Dembele who wants him to join Barca, and instead he wants to seek a move to Juventus or Real Madrid. This story has come out just a couple of days or about a week or so after the rumours were suggesting that Kante wants to stay at Chelsea for a long time. So I'm not sure how much truth there is in that, but if he was to make a move to Juve or Real Madrid for FIFA Ultimate Team, it'd be kind of mad. Calcio Mercato is saying that Barca and Atletico Madrid are tracking AC Milan captain Alessio Romagnoli. The 24-year-old defender has played every minute of Serie A football this season for Milan and has caught the attention of the Spanish giants. But Milan do not want to let him go and hope to tie him down to a new contract very soon. It doesn't say how much it would cost the two Spanish sides if they were to make a move, but considering Milan's reluctancy to sell him, I imagine it'd be very, very high. Real Madrid are considering sending Luka Jovic out on loan in January according to Calcio Mercato yet again. The Serbian could be offloaded when the transfer market reopens, as after enduring a frustrating start to his career at the Santiago Bernabeu. He was linked to AC Milan a few days ago on a temporary basis, and even linked to Arsenal as part of a deal for Aubameyang. And next up, according to Sport, they're saying Real Madrid have set their summer of 2021 as the time they'll make a move for PSG star Kylian Mbappe. Madrid have got a long-standing interest in the 20-year-old striker. They feel that a move for the France star is very unrealistic in the upcoming transfer window in the summer, and instead they'll look to bid for Mbappe in 2021. And the reason for that is because he'll be entering the final season of his deal at the Parc des Princes, and is much more of a realistic transfer at that point of time. Atletico Madrid are prepared to lower their asking price for Spain midfielder Saul to £85 million, or €100 million. He has been linked to Manchester United over the last couple of days, and this story comes from the Telegraph. And it could make sense, like if United do sell Paul Pogba or intend to sell Pogba at some point, Saul would be a good replacement. The Daily Mail are saying that Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer flew to Salzburg on Friday, that's to meet with Erling Haaland. The Norwegian's hand was forced after it emerged that the 19-year-old sat down with Borussia Dortmund and Leipzig over last week. United's number one transfer target is the young striker, and they're hoping to get a deal done fairly soon. And according to the Star on Sunday, he has actually chosen United over the other clubs interested, and that list includes Dortmund, Leipzig and Juventus. Leipzig centre forward Timo Werner has emerged as a transfer target for Real Madrid according to Don Ballon. The Blancos are eager to bolster their attacking options in January, but they'll have to pay up to €80 million for the prolific German striker. He's been in some unreal form so far this season, scoring goals for fun, and on top of that getting a good amount of assists. The Daily Mail are saying that Manchester City have rekindled their interest in Borussia Dortmund star Jadon Sancho. City had asked to be kept informed over any developments over Sancho's future, but Pep is no longer willing to wait for his rivals to make a move, and he's pursuing a deal of his own for the player. He would cost around £100 million, so a massive fee, and it's one of those ones where Pep has said that he won't make a signing in January, but you would imagine it if Sancho does become available, City's interest probably is there again. especially if they do sell Leroy Sané to Bayern Munich, because Sancho is mainly a right-sided player but can play on the left. And bear in mind, Sterling's best position, arguably, is on the left, so Sancho on the right. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. My previous video will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time will be a new transfer update. So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.